show, the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast and happy Tuesday. It's a big day if you're a member of the DTQ. It's a big day if you're a big woman, and I am. Oh, speaking of, I weighed myself this morning. Sorry, not to just start on such a negative note. Hey, Jax, how you doing?
Hey, Turtle, you did weigh yourself this morning. You called me, and I actually am thinking about weighing myself now.
Oh, wow.
I'm just curious. This whole pregnancy, especially because I feel like I packed on a lot fast, and I was like, I don't want to know. Every doctor's appointment, I'm like, I don't want to know. I've just chugged my Simple Modern 40-ounce tumbler, and you're weighing me. I don't want to know. But now, I'm curious. I feel like now the number that I think it's going to be, super high, it's a point of pride almost. So,
I have to say, as an outsider, complete third party with no particular interest in the matter, I think you look very good. I think you'll be surprised that you don't look so crazy.
I think I'm going to weigh myself tomorrow morning because I like to know the stats.
So
I've got to include it in my lifelong note on my phone of my weight throughout the years.
I weighed myself before the summer, it was 2 months after, 5 weeks after baby. And I was really pleasantly, not terribly unhappy. I mean, I wasn't thrilled, but it was fine. And then I just lived it up, and I gained 13 pounds over the summer. So seriously, don't fucking talk to me.
I didn't want to make you feel worse, but you know what else I was thinking?
What?
We've been home for 2 weeks, both being extremely slender. And you've probably...
I definitely gained more.
Yeah, you've probably lost weight since you've been home, so you probably gained more.
The thing is... So I don't even know why I weighed myself because I'm really not going to do anything about it. Maybe I'll think twice before the second cookie, but I'm really not going to do anything about it. So I just have this information in my hands and I kind of wish I didn't.
Yeah, same. I don't know what to do for you because...
And you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. Okay.
Well,
I don't even know why I brought it up.
I just want to say I haven't visibly... You look beautiful. I never said you were ugly, but you don't look any different than you did at the beginning of the summer. But it's just a tough time where you can't take extreme measures. Of course, you can't go on a GLP-1 when you're breastfeeding as of this moment. You can't even starve if you wanted to because you are breastfeeding and you
and I don't want to.
And you can't. Literally, I've never been hungrier in my life than when I was breastfeeding.
It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is, and it was what it was.
And maybe it is going to be a BGF after all.
Yeah, and it will be what it's going to be.
I think you're doing great. This is going to be just a blip on the radar screen of your life. It's so soon.
It's actually going to be a blimp.
It's so soon that you'll be back doing your snatchy things and you'll remember this time fondly. Don't get hung up on it. I know easier said than done.
It's fine. It's fine. Moving on.
You've inspired me. You've inspired me to take the plunge.
I am an inspiration.
Yeah, so I'll let you, you'll be getting a FaceTime from me tomorrow.
It's Tuesday, means there's your toasters. We actually have something kind of major going on this week.
You mean tomorrow?
This week is major.
This week is major, I agree.
If you're a member of the DTQ.
Yeah, we have 2 days of Dear Toasters this week because we have a sponsored segment tomorrow.
Yeah, somebody wanted to come in and sponsor Dear Toasters, and I said, you know what? Put your money where your mouth is. We'll do 2. One regular, one sponsored. So stay tuned tomorrow to find out who the sponsor is. It's actually a really good one. Today's is just a regular old DTQ, and then tomorrow's is a little bit more thematic. The theme is mother-in-law.
Double DT, double the fun.
Double the D, double the fun.
Double trouble, just like us.
Toil and trouble.
I'm wearing jeans today.
It's so crazy.
And they looked really cute. I posted a picture on my Instagram. You should check them out. But when I went to sit, they wouldn't stay buttoned. So
it wasn't so cute.
They are open. I don't know if you can see. Maybe my leg is covering the fact that my jeans are open. If you can see, just, eyes up here, okay? Mm-hmm. My eyes are here.
I'm wearing a pair of $200 sweatpants. So that's how far I've fallen,
Who makes them?
Listen.
Are there sweatpants though?
They're like drawstring. No. I have the silk ones too. I'm at a place where I'm just buying things that fit. It's the price is what it is.
The price is right.
Yeah. Every price is right.
No, the drawstring pant, wearing pants right now, not even wide leg. They're just pants. I can't explain it. That's what's in. That's what I'm feeling. When I get dressed in the morning, I'm like, what pants are we wearing
today? 1,000%. And I feel like there was a time in my life where I really valued elasticity, elastic pants, which of course I love an elastic waistband. But there's really something to be said about a drawstring.
I don't know. I wore a drawstring yesterday, maybe because of the way I had it placed, because I had to wear it so high up. Like, it looked so funny, these strings hanging out of my belly.
Well, also like the art of the string, you know, they can't be too long, they can't be too short. You don't want to be in like a knot. You need a pretty little bow. It's delicate,
No,
but we as women, we can figure it
At
out.
one point, like, I would get dressed every morning. I'd be like, okay, I'm wearing leggings and what? And these days, it's like, okay, I'm wearing pants and what? And it's just like a shift that I've noticed that I welcome. I personally was inspired by Molly May. Like, shopping maybe made me start dressing like that. But I see it's happening to women all over.
Speaking of women all over, I did something crazy last night.
Oh, God. What'd you do? What'd you
Jackie,
do, Jissy?
Jackie.
What'd you
come
do,
on.
Jissel Tank?
Jackie, I did something crazy last night.
You watched Real Housewives of Miami.
Jackie, like, I'm trying to quote us.
Oh, sorry.
I did something.
Crack.
I did something crazier.
Cork.
Meth. I said meth.
Meth.
Crazier.
What?
I started season 2 of With Love, Megan.
Okay.
And it pretty much started and stopped within like 30 minutes. No, 15 minutes. It was really dreadful. And I watched with Ben, and I watched through the lens of like, he thought he was just sitting down to like a Pargy cooking show. And we actually watched Ina after. We watched a lot of cooking shows. So I thought Ben actually might enjoy it, but like, she didn't cook. She like invited people over, and she already had onion tarts made. And she didn't show us how to make them. Mm-hmm. And she had over like really legit people, like the starters of Momofuku and Milk Bar. They're like,
Yeah.
I think they're married. And she made them a little gift. And so she handed them the box. And then the show paused. She was like, let me show you how I made these gifts. And so it like cuts to like a pre-made package of her like dyeing silk scarves.
Dyeing them?
Yeah. And she was like, let me show you how I do it. It's so easy. And then she showed us, and she was like, this is my first time ever doing this. Why don't I do it more? I'm like, but you're giving a tutorial. How can you give a tutorial on something you've never done?
Yeah, it's tough. That's like a tough feature of the show. I actually had seen some people messaging me being like, it looks like they took some of your feedback from last season. Cause I just like wanted more. I want more info. Like, why do you, like, when do you cook? Why do you cook? When did you start to cook? Like, just like more backstory. And I thought maybe they included more of that, but no, like more Pinterest projects, like on the fly. Like, no, you don't make scarves.
Yeah, more on the fly Pinterest projects.
So,
that's
like,
exactly what it was.
Don't make them for us.
And Jackie, there was more. Daniel. He was in the first episode, the makeup artist.
Maybe he had a high Q score. They obviously didn't ask me.
I didn't watch more than like maybe 10 minutes. Ben was like genuinely horrified. Like he was like, like I watch it for fun, and like there's like elements of it. It's the craziest, stupidest, like most amazing show. But like I watch it through my own lens. Ben really watches it. Like Ben takes notes when he watches Ina. Like she made this chicken cooked in butter yesterday. Ben couldn't get over it. So he watches them really like critically, and I think he's an ideal viewer. He's looking to learn. He's looking to learn, but I can learn. And let me tell you, he was not learning anything from With Love, Megan, unfortunately.
She makes a nice frittata.
We didn't get to the frittata. She did fry an egg. And then Momofuku Man actually like fixed it for her because she did it wrong. He was like, you have to do this. And I think he put like a little water or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh, no, he put a plate on top.
These are the tips that we come for. Momofuku should have a show.
I bet he does.
Yeah.
Like...
I bet he does. Did Ben start his bread this morning?
Of course not. He had an appointment. I'm not. He had an appointment to get his Ben's life has been defined recently by this custom set of golf clubs that he's making. So, you buy golf clubs and, they have special sizes. It's based on your height, weight. So like you get one for like a person who's 6 foot. Like it's all pretty general. It's like a shoe, But I guess when you get to a level that's like you're really good at golf, you have custom made for like your exact hip range, elbow size. I don't fucking know.
Does it like change based on your weight?
Kind of. It's like a wedding dress. Like you go in for fittings.
No, but like what if you gain or lose weight? And that's
let me tell you, Ben is gaining and losing weight. Like he fluctuates.
Yeah.
He's a little girly like that, actually, the way Ben fluctuates. So he went for like his custom fitting this morning because I heard you talking to him on the phone last night, telling him exactly what to do, wake up, do the fold and stretch, whatever.
Let me tell you. He called me at 5:00 last night saying, I'm about to start my loaf. I was like, what are you going to wake up in the middle of the night and do stretch and folds? Like you can't start, like it's a 12-hour process. So
you have to start in the morning.
Yeah, you should, or like, yeah, somewhat time when you're going to be up 12 hours later, like not in the evening. So we made a whole plan for him to start like at 7:30 or 8, whenever he gets up and starts his day.
he woke up and went right to Tribeca to get fitted for his golf clubs. Like he's another fitting. He's literally getting married.
So
like,
he said golf over loaf.
Correct. He said flog over full.
But when is he going to start his loaf? Tomorrow?
Were you Jackie, I don't know. Like, I'm telling you, he's not serious about it. I'm telling you.
I know.
I think he liked the idea of like having a starter, you know? And then beyond that, I don't know if he thought past that.
Well, just wait till he makes like a pargy loaf of bread because that feeling's addicting. But I do worry that that feeling won't come for a while because it's a lot of trial and error. But I actually think he's going to have success with it. I think going with ChatGPT, like accompanying you, is a great idea. I would recommend it to all sourdough swirlies. I actually changed my cook times based on ChatGPT.
And it worked?
Yeah. Because I was feeling like it's not perfect every time. Like it's great, it's delicious, but like it's not perfect. Like not something I would like sell in a store.
Right. And we're always looking for store-worthy bread.
Yeah.
So what else can I tell you?
What else can you tell me, Turdy? I watched some Real Housewives of Miami last night, but I couldn't stay focused. I lost focus. So I called it a night.
That's okay.
Yeah. I have a busy day today, so I was like, let's get some Z's.
Trying to think, like, what else do I want to tell my sister Jax?
I don't even know.
We did something kind of bad today, me and you.
We FaceTimed this morning.
We FaceTimed before the show because I wanted to tell Jackie that I weighed myself. And I feel like I compromised the quality of the show.
No, I don't think you did because like we just had a conversation that one, we've also had on the show before, and two, that we wouldn't be having on the show today, which is like, can you go on Ozempic while you're breastfeeding? And like, you know how I feel.
I don't know.
It's not my favorite idea.
I feel like the show we were going to have before the FaceTime and the show we're going to have now after the FaceTime are two different shows. It's sliding doors.
You know what it's giving? It's giving like back in the day toast of like we just have to jump into the stories because we know too much about each other. We're up each other's
No, we're
butts.
so familiar. It's disgusting.
Yeah, so like that's why we have to talk about the stories because we have nothing to talk about.
Well, we do have deer toasters, so
we
that's
have
good.
a long show today. The stories are interessant.
What's the leading one?
Olivia Jade and like Jacob Elordi.
Oh, you're saying that the leading story is Trinity was right.
You were
I love
right
those kinds of
about
stories.
Glen Powell not dating Olivia Jade, but like you never when Olivia and Jacob broke up, you never said no, they're still together.
No, I didn't say that, but I did not say it. You know,
you did leave it open like to them being together, but we did like take the opportunity to take a big like duty on him and like be excited for how well she's going to do after this. So now we kind of have to like go back to the place of like shipping them, which I've so moved on from.
I'm at the place in my Olivia Jade standhood, but like whatever Olivia wants, Olivia gets, and like I support, you know? I'm trusting my fave.
I completely agree. Trusting my fave.
I did want to tell you something I saw on TikTok because I know you didn't see it. So there is a TikTok account called like the Toast Fan, whatever. They like post like really cute parchy clips of us.
Guys.
Yeah, she hasn't been as active as I had wanted recently, but like I know her. She started like the morning. She was the morning breathers Instagram girl. Her name is Sophie. Do you know her?
Yes,
she lives in Miami.
I do.
She's like an OG fan. She's like always clipping us, like helping us go viral. Can't appreciate her enough. She made a video on the page like talking to camera. I was like, oh my God, what's going on with Soph? Like what's going on? She actually is going to be on this season of Survivor. She wanted to tell everyone, like toasters who love Survivor, tune in because yeah, your girl's on the season. I feel like maybe she won or something. I don't know why. I just like have a feeling.
She already filmed it?
Yeah, I think that's how Survivor works, right?
Who knows?
Actually, I'm not sure. Well, if you're
Someone
a toaster,
might know, but not us.
If you're a surviving toaster, make sure to root for Sophie.
Yeah. Also, message to all toasters: like, go on reality shows so we can root for you. Like, we love
Jackie. Message for all toasters: go on reality shows so you can wear our merch. Like,
and so you can like quote us.
Yeah,
we love like watching shows with toasters in them. It makes it so much more fun.
Speaking of quoting us, we have the craziest Dear Toasters today that directly involves us. There's like a girl writing in about like, you know,
is it a Olivia situation?
Olivia situation.
You know, a lot of people like have gotten into a pickle in new relationships because they like sign off everything "love you, bye," and then like we've gotten Dear Toasters.
Funny.
We've gotten Dear Toasters about that where like they prematurely say "I love you," but they didn't say "I love you." They said "love you, bye."
Right, they're like LARPing as us. No, that's not the situation. This one's actually crazier, and that's just a little tease for what's to come in the DTQ.
We're doing a lot of teasing, but not a lot of substance.
Okay, so we're like every other podcast out there. Sue us.
No, this is what we should be doing. We're going to have record numbers.
Have you heard about this thing called like podcast farming?
No.
I read an article about it. And I guess it's true. When you swipe through social media, TikTok or Instagram, like you see a million like podcast clips, right? It's like a man with a microphone talking to a camera.
All the time. That's my whole feed.
So apparently like 90% of those clips.
And a woman.
Yeah, of course. And woman. Apparently like 90% of those clips are not from real podcasts. It's called like podcast farming. And it's a way of like generating content because podcast clips perform really well, but like they don't want to host whole podcasts. So they just like get in the studio and like make some clips.
I love
it's
that.
Like with us, what came first, the podcast or the clips? It's the podcast. But for most people, it's like what came first? The clips.
Yeah, but there's no podcast to back it up, you're saying?
There's no associated episode.
I kind of love that because I enjoy the clips. I can't remember like a time when a clip compelled me to listen to a podcast I had previously never heard of. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people's clips are better than their show, you know, because it's like a highlight reel.
Yeah, not us.
I would say with us, like our clips barely scratch the surface of the substance that's being churned out here.
It's true. Like you can have a taste, but if you want the whole treat, like it's the show. And people who watch, I know some people just keep up with us through reels and they're enjoying their life too, and I'm happy for them, but they don't even know they're missing the good stuff. Whereas for other shows, like that's the good stuff.
What's the song? She doesn't even know. What's that from?
It's a song.
Yeah, it's like a song in a movie that like a band is playing.
Like Euro Trip, something like that.
She does. Is it Scotty doesn't know? I don't think so.
Someone will comment it.
Ugh, it's like bothering me right now. She's Lucy Wyman.
Claudia, I was thinking about Lucy Wyman this morning as I was picking up my sweater. I'm like, oh my God, it felt so good. Oh, right. She's Lucy Wyman now.
I feel like Satchel would know if I asked her.
No, I feel
she
like
doesn't even
Ben
know.
would know. I feel like it's a boy
maybe
thing.
Olivia.
Why don't you voice note the whole family? And whoever comes back first will win a prize.
What's the prize?
Our love. With love.
Megan. With love. Megan. Guys, what movie is this from? She doesn't even know. Okay, sent.
Thank you. I think that's good. You could also ask ChatGPT.
Do you think Chat would know?
We should start asking.
You can also talk to Chat like voice memo, I think.
Feel free to ask me about anything.
Hi, I'm trying to remember what movie this line is from. Oh, wait, am I talking?
Yep, I can hear you just fine. If you want to tell me the line, go ahead, and I'll do my best to help you figure out which movie it's from.
She doesn't even know. I think it's like a part of a song or something from a movie. Let me know. Thanks.
That line is pretty iconic. It's from the movie Mean Girls. There's a whole scene where they do that song at the talent show, and one of the lines is exactly that. She doesn't even go here. So
No,
you're
she's
definitely
wrong.
remembering
You got it
from that
wrong. You got it wrong and you're stupid. And
Go
I'm
back
like,
to school.
I thought for sure they were going to have gotten it. That'd be so crazy.
Oh my God. I can't believe they were wrong. Like Chat has been slipping.
I know. You know, I actually read something that Chat's data, like that what they're working with, is only from 2012. And then I asked Chat, because we were on Long Island and I wanted to go to a Container Store. I'm like, can you give me a Container Store between here and my house? Like, that's on the way. I don't want to get out of the way. And they gave me a store that closed like 6 years ago. So I actually feel like that person who told me that. And they say that the most up-to-date the up-to-date AI is Grok. Like, they use data from 2024.
Ask Grok. But like,
I actually wouldn't even know how to use Grok.
I know.
Like where do you
to,
go?
Like, tweet at it.
Is it an app? Oh, because that's so embarrassing. If you have to like tweet all your AI.
Morning Toast account.
No, I won't.
And does Grok?
I'll just wait for Margot and Olivia to
I
answer.
feel like does Grok answer every tweet that's directed at him? I feel like only the most popular ones get answered. Don't you feel?
I actually don't even know what Grok is, if I'm being honest. Like, I know it's AI that Twitter makes, but like, it's an account or it's a service that you pay for. It's a separate app.
So it's just like ChatGPT, but it's integrated with X because it's made by Elon. So like you can just like tweet at Grok your questions, and also
Okay, but then it's all public. Like my chat history.
But people use it to flex.
Yeah, of course.
Someone says something wrong, they're like at Grok. What's the backstory here?
I will never give up on Chat because if you ask Chat what the most popular pop culture podcast is, like Chat does say us.
Really? Let me go.
Yeah. I'm not. What do you think? I'm lying?
I don't know. I just feel like some days they might say us, some days they might not. Like,
and some days I correct Chat because I'm like, they called us the Morning Toast because they're using old data. Mm-hmm. And I said, Chat, that's wrong.
Okay. What's the most popular pop culture podcast? Fingers crossed.
I think they also threw the New York Times one in there, like the pop. They have one called like it's hosted by two men.
Okay, like they gave me 5. I've never heard of one of them, and we're not there.
Okay, then obviously chat doesn't know you like chat knows me. Or maybe chat knows that he's talking to me.
Do you want me to pull the current top-ranked pop culture podcast for this week? Yeah. Like, no.
Yeah, what else?
I want you to
No.
pull a piece of duty out of your butt.
Oh no, maybe chat be slipping.
I'm telling you, Chappie slipping. Ugh, you're useless.
Were we in there?
They didn't even, they just like sent me links to Apple charts. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh,
This is
yeah, I could do
insane.
that myself.
These will show you the current #1 pop culture. But like pop culture isn't a category, so maybe that's why chat is struggling. Like, I don't know.
What is the most popular pop culture podcast out there?
But pop culture isn't a category. That's like a miss. I guess that would be like society and culture, pop culture. Should we move categories? Nah.
Why would they put New Heights? That's a sports podcast.
Claudia,
New Heights and Call Her Daddy. Okay, I take it back everything good I said about chat.
like they fell in their head.
Literally.
Toast erasure.
Toast erasure.
Maybe they have caught up.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
let's get in to the Fast 5 stories you need to know, because this is the #1 pop culture podcast, no matter what Chad decides to tell you today. Maybe they know we took the summer off. We'd be slipping. Maybe we'd be
So
slipping.
true. So true.
Who is the #1 pop culture podcast brought to you by?
Oh, did you do the...
I did, but
I missed it.
I changed things, so I know I threw you off.
The #1 pop culture podcast is brought to you by Wayfair, and that just feels right. As your trusted destination for all things home, Wayfair's got everything that you need to cozify your space this fall, from comfy recliners to warm bedding and autumn decor. So you know that when Wayfair changes their ad copy from like summer living, outdoor furniture to cozy vibes, like we're officially in chilly season, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be here. Wayfair has espresso makers. You can make that latte at home. You know, the one. They have everything from bedding and bath basics to seasonal home decor. They've got storage for every space, kitchen essentials for cool weather cooking, like Dutch ovens, espresso machines. They've also got work from home / study setups. If you just can't make it to the library, it's a little chilly, you're just feeling like remote working today, get yourself up with a Pargy workspace at Wayfair. You can refresh your living room with comfy recliners, ottomans, and seasonal rugs. So there's something for every style in every home, no matter what your space is and no matter your budget. They make it really easy to tackle your home goals with room ideas and curated collections. Free and easy delivery, even on the big stuff. There's no need to shop at multiple stores. They've got furniture, decor, appliances, cookware, all in one place, and so pardeliciously, if I might add. They've got every budget. If you're looking for really high-end, crazy things, they have them. And if you're looking for like the best price imaginable, they have it too. Cozify your space with Wayfair's curated collection of easy, affordable fall updates. From comfy recliners to cozy bedding and autumn decor, you can find it for less at wayfair.com. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair. Every style, every home. Today's episode is also brought to you by Rocket Money. So Rocket Money is that girl, essentially, just to put it plainly. A lot of people aren't aware of how much they're spending every month, especially when it comes to subscriptions that they're paying for, or how much you're spending on takeout or delivery. Well, it's probably more than you think, but there wasn't actually an app designed to help you manage your money better until Rocket Money. So Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, helps you monitor your spending, helps you lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I think a lot of people sign up for Rocket Money to do the app subscription thing. That's at least how I got hooked, because I realized I was paying for like multiple Prime accounts, a dog camera Furbo thing that I literally haven't had for 2 years. And then they stay because Rocket Money really helps you find out where you're spending a lot of money, helps you monitor your spending. So if you want to cut back on certain things like takeout, it's really great. So I feel like the subscription thing is like a gateway to becoming just like a Rocket Money fanatic. They show you all your expenses in one place, including the subscriptions that you forgot about. And if there's a subscription that you no longer want, they will help you cancel it. So if you've got a goal that you're like hoping to save for, Rocket Money can also help you analyze your accounts, find the best time each month to put money aside. You can get alerts if your bills increase in price. Their 5 million members have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, with members saving up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app, enter our show, The Toast, in the survey so they know that we sent you. Don't wait, download the Rocket Money app today. Tell them you heard about us heard about them from us. Today's episode is also brought to you by Utopia Apple Butter Cleansing Balm from Origins. So Origins is a leader in plant-powered high-performance skincare, and they're expanding their Utopia collection with a new apple butter cleansing balm. The luxurious multi-phase formula starts as a buttery balm, melts into silky oil, and transforms into a rinsable milk. It gently lifts away makeup, dirt, and impurities without stripping your skin. It's infused with upcycled cold-pressed apple seed oil. It's formulated with over 40% plant-derived oils and 20% plant-derived glycerin. It'll keep your skin soft, nourished, and glowing. Plus, it smells like a juicy apple orchard. It is so good. When it comes to like ingredient-based products, Origins is one of the best out there. I feel like if you're really into clean and good skincare, you know Origins, and their Utopia line is Hargy. I love the apple theme here. I love apple smell. It's also just like the time of year where we're all just like giving apple. The apple butter cleansing balm is, I think, the best way to end the day. And I think sometimes when you wash your face, you're trying to get like dirt, makeup from the day off. If you do it successfully, your skin feels so dry and like stripped and like crunchy afterwards. I really like the apple cleansing balm because it's super hydrating. If you want to discover the buttery way to cleanse with Origins Utopia Apple Butter Cleansing Balm, do so at origins.com, and also available at Ulta. That's Origins. The product is the Apple Butter Cleansing Balm, and you can shop it at origins.com or Ulta.
Thank you, Turd.
You're welcome.
Our first story, as we teased, Olivia Jade reunited with Jacob Elordi in Toronto days after quote-unquote date night with Glen Powell, and weeks after it was reported that they split. So she supported Jacob at the TIFF, Toronto International Film Festival premiere of his new horror film, Frankenstein, where she attempted to go incognito per a video captured by People. He posed solo for photographers on the red carpet before meeting her and ushering up the stairs to the Princess of Wales Theatre.
Yeah, so obsessed. You know, I loved these two together.
We're so back.
We're so back. They actually, I feel like, had broken up once before. Like, they were first spotted together and dated, like, briefly. Then they were broken up. And I think everybody thought they were broken up, but then they just had been together this whole time. Mm-hmm. And so this is just, like, what they do. You know, I'm not worried. That's my girl. He's so lucky to be in her orbit. Like, I hope he treats her like the queen that she is. And I know that they broke up because, like, she was over him because she thought he was, like, boring.
Or she was like, I want to be engaged. And, like, if it doesn't happen, you know, you're getting to that point.
Oh, that's interesting. But I feel like she doesn't.
I feel like
that's
she's
not the vibe I get.
calling the shots here.
Yeah.
So
I love that for her.
Like, this could either be, like, you know, close to the end, breaking up. Or sometimes, like, a breakup makes you stronger.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, you're getting serious, because also, like, you have to break up with someone because they didn't do the things that you want, but if you get back together, it means that they did them. So like, maybe she's concealing a ring or whatever she wants.
Maybe, although I don't find, just as like an Olivia Jade fan, and I like watch her YouTube, I don't find that like that's what she wants. Although, like, I don't know, you know?
Yeah, well, she's 25, so
it's young.
Yeah, it's young, but like she might be like thinking about it soon, and
it's young. But if she were to get engaged, it'd be at like a perfectly normal time.
Yeah, I think I got engaged at 25, married at 26.
Normal.
Yeah, I felt like that when I was doing it. It felt like a little like late.
Oh,
but now
did
in
it?
hindsight, I don't know if times have changed so much in the last few years, but like in hindsight, I'm like, oh, that's super young.
It's also cultural, you know, like how you grew up, obviously coming from a modern Orthodox community.
Yeah.
25 can feel a little late. Not all of us can get engaged at 21. Yeah. So yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. And again, I really just like see her akin to like Sophia Richie.
Yeah.
Who locked it down.
Big time.
And I feel like that's what she might want. You know, she comes from like a loving, stable relationship.
Home, yeah.
And like, yeah, this is a time in your life when you start to think about those things. So I feel like
1000%.
I feel like it was like this breakup has made them more serious in my like fan fiction in my head.
She looked angelic in that white gown, like truly an angel waiting for him at the end of the red carpet. She almost got away with like people not knowing she was there. There was one sneaky little video that they caught. And
then he like helped her with her train.
Yeah, as he should. And I love when like, it's obviously his big night, him and his silly little movie, right? But it's all about
Frankenstein,
Olivia. Yeah, like, okay. Yeah. Even though he gives such Frankenstein energy. If you would have asked me like, I didn't even know they were making a new Frankenstein. But if you would have said like, we're making a modern Frankenstein, like, who would you cast? Obviously him. He's so big.
We cast him in everything too.
That's so true.
And don't forget about Wuthering Heights.
I haven't actually. I meant to tell you, I watched the trailer and I thought you did a great job of describing it. It was extremely like
erotic.
touchy. Yeah, but like in a tactile sort of way.
Yeah, and like with a lot of innuendo.
Yeah.
Not a lot of actual skin.
And then I saw a theory on TikTok that I'm now like taking as my own. Like I agree with this girl. Like she figured it out because the poster says Wuthering Heights in quotation marks.
Right.
And if you watch the trailer, it actually looks like they're in two different time periods. Yes, they're all both like old-timey periods, but one looks to be like the 1800s and one appears to be like the 1900s or whatever.
Okay.
And so with the quotation marks, somebody thinks that like somebody in the 1900s is like reading the book and like inserting herself in it. Because like Margot, I don't know. Actually, I'm not doing a good job of explaining the girl's take.
I saw someone set out to do a take of why it was in quotes, and I scrolled on right by.
Well, people are trying to figure out why is it in quotes.
I don't know. It could have just been like a rights thing, like in order to get the movie, like the title might be copyrighted or something.
Maybe. That's like not a thing.
Or like maybe in old, like because the poster is like old timey. It also looks like vampire-y.
It does. It looks kind of Frankenstein-y.
Yeah, it does. Like it's not really like, I don't know.
Romantic.
It's giving, like, Wuthering Heights, bloodsuckers.
Right. Wuthering. Yeah. Wuthering Heights.
So I thought maybe it's like an old style of doing movie posters is to have it in quotes, like something just like really like surface level, like not that deep.
Not so deep. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will find out. And I hope that movie is big for him so that like he can afford the ring that she deserves and the life that she deserves.
Yeah.
And so I think I will go and see it just
but
to support her.
Jacob Elordi is going to have to work hard because Olivia Jade grew up low-key very well. She also is successful in her own right. So I think like when she wants something nice, she just like gets it for herself. And so his little Frankenstein, like independent films at the Toronto Film Festival, like it's not going to work. We're going to need a big budget production. Get back to work on Euphoria.
Maybe
okay.
She was there celebrating, saying, "Sweetie, this is your last independent film."
Yes. Like love the indie life for you, but it's not going to cut it. You know,
We're going
I grew
back
up
to Hollywood.
Right. We're going back to the studio.
Yeah. Blockbuster season, babe.
Yeah. And I know this is going to sound crazy because he's like so famous, but what really has Jacob Elordi done? Besides Euphoria is huge, right? But it's like a TV show and it's never coming back. And of course there was the kissing booth. But like, why is Jacob Elordi, why is he the leading actor? What is he in?
Well,
he was in that Elvis movie that nobody saw.
Priscilla.
Yeah.
It was really kissing booth. Like you can't understate how huge that was.
Nobody watched it more times than me. I loved that movie.
Catapulted him to be like a heartthrob, a teenage heartthrob in a time where there was a dearth.
Yeah.
And then like Noah Centineo was another one, but he then took himself out of the game.
He didn't take it so seriously.
Like,
right.
Jacob is trying. And I guess Euphoria is really big, though I don't watch it. But it was just like he was kind of like the heartthrob star we needed at a time when we didn't have one.
Saltburn. Saltburn was huge.
Saltburn
was huge. Yeah. The kissing booth. That's what comes up first on his IMDb. Then Euphoria.
He needs to start like talking to Tom Cruise and like getting in some real movies.
Yeah. And I always just feel like we're talking about like him getting cast and stuff and like all the hype, but it's like the pre-production. And it's like, where's the film?
Well, that's like why Wuthering Heights is a big deal. We talked about the casting.
Because it's coming out.
We got the trailer. It's coming out. And I think Margot Robbie like doesn't miss. So
I just want to say, and I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy. Like, I just don't feel like he's that successful.
No, I don't. But I think he could have a big future.
I feel like we've just been saying that for quite some time. And it's like, the future is now.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just my hot take of the day.
Are you
like Olivia Jade is more successful than him? Sorry.
Well, it depends how you quantify success.
Correct.
Are you ready for our next story?
Mm-hmm.
A little more Coldplay couple news because the husband of the woman who was caught on camera is speaking out amid his divorce from her a few months after the video that shocked the world. So Kristen Cabot, who's the woman in the video with the CEO of Astronomer, news of her filing for divorce from her husband recently made headlines weeks after she was caught on a so-called kiss cam with her then boss, I guess he was. But a spokesperson for Andrew, her ex-husband, told People magazine that they were privately and amicably separated several weeks before the Coldplay concert. Their decision to divorce was already underway prior to that evening. Now that the divorce filing is public, Andrew hopes this provides respectful closure to speculation and allows his family to the privacy they've always valued. No further public comment will be made.
So when I heard this, I was like, oh, okay, so that makes her participation in this like less bad, but still bad because the other guy was married.
Yeah, because she's like with a married man.
Correct. However, I could also see a world in which like, even though she cheated on her husband, the fallout from this like public scandal was so bad and so hard on her, even though like he's the injured party here, he is saying this just so people like lay off to help her. Cause it's like the mother of your children and like you were married to her for a while. So yeah, she like, you know, ruined your life. But what happened to her in return was so much worse than any punishment he could, and like he ends up winning. So I could feel like maybe he's lying.
Let me flip
but
it
that's
on
just
its
me
head
being,
for 1 second.
Yeah.
Say what he's saying is true. They were separated. She's single. He might have even been dating, say. Like that, that happens. And this all happened, and everyone's coming down on her. And agreed, like, I'm not going to take away from the fact that she chose to be with a married man, even if she's single. Man. But in that moment when the whole world was against her and he could have kind of like cleared her name and been like, no, we're separated, we're getting divorced. He didn't. And now when the dust is settled, like because the divorce papers are out, we now know that they were getting divorced. And it's like, so like now he's coming forward when it's like too little too late. Not saying I'm right or you're wrong, but like it could have gone that way too.
It could have, although I don't know that like her falling into this relationship with a married man, making a mess of her life is his fucking problem,
No,
honestly.
Not at all, because the choice to like take your newfound singleness and break up someone else's family like is a bad choice. But she was being accused of 2 crimes, one that she actually hadn't committed, and the person who could have
and he could have cleared it, but I am of the mind it's like seriously not his problem.
Well, yes,
like you got yourself into this mess, I'm not your husband anymore, you can get yourself out.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But like to then
you lie
say
with
something
dogs
now,
you get fleas.
But it's like to say something now is useless. I'd rather almost like him not, because he looks like he's coming.
Interesting.
He thinks he's like, if this is the case, by the way, in this scenario, he thinks he's like, oh, coming to clear her name. And it's like, if you wanted to help, the time was a few months ago. Like,
right, because I literally forgot about these people big time.
Yeah, now he's like doing his little interview.
Right, having his moment in the sun.
Making it about Andrew.
Right. It does beg the question, I guess, like they still hid from the camera because he was married and because they were coworkers. So there was like multiple levels to why they would hide. And I guess her being technically separated, like makes her look a little bit better, but sorry, she still is a lot like.
She's still sleeping with a married man, which is bad if you're single, married, divorced, separated. Don't do it.
Right. And it begs the question, like, okay, maybe she was divorced or separated at the moment of the video, but like they looked very intimate, like they had been together for a while. Like maybe the affair stemmed her divorce. Perhaps,
but he's kind of saying here that it didn't, that it's all above
board.
He
didn't say outright, just saying. I should just say.
Yeah, no, I feel like he's like coming in like the knight in
Hero.
shining armor. Too little, too late.
It's just a little too late.
Because the damage is done from this.
Yeah, although it wasn't his mess to clean up, so I stand with Andrew.
No, and I do feel like the man, as he should, Andy Byron, like got the...
Yeah, I don't even think she lost her job. He had to step down, but she didn't.
He got most of the heat.
Right.
And I do think it's because like the way it went down, like he was clearly cheating on his wife who'd had no idea. You know, she took him out of she changed her name. And like, we're seeing that on his end, like, oh my God. And on her end, it always, people were like, oh, they're kind of separated.
Quiet.
Like, it's not, you know, so he took the brunt.
It's crazy that he has a spokesperson. Because these are just regular people.
Well,
yeah.
I think I remember when it all went down, they were saying like her husband came from like a very wealthy family in Boston. Movie time.
Yes. Okay, who are we casting? Gwyneth is obviously the lady.
Gwyneth is obviously
and then the
Kristen.
connection to Coldplay. Oh, well, she maybe is a little too close to it because remember, Astronomer hired her.
Yeah. Let me look at her. Who could it be?
Him is giving like... Who was the guy from The Founder? Is that Michael Fassbender?
No.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Yeah.
Totally. He's the CEO.
That's really good.
And like Laura Lane, the mom from Nanny Diaries.
So cute.
So cute.
Such a good movie. But they'll have to like wait to see how it plays out. Though they never do.
Yeah, of course.
They never do. They make these movies like so premature.
Too quick.
Yeah. Are you ready for our next story? Speaking of the movies, And
The talkies?
speaking of someone we've been talking about this week, which is now like putting more things into context, Glen Powell's on the cover of GQ. So Glen Powell's making news this week. He's decided he wants to be in the press, like
be famous.
He has a movie coming out. I think that also might be why he was like out and about with the Giannulli girlies. He's on the cover of GQ looking extremely weird. Did you see the picture? Because he's wearing
with the big legs.
He's wearing leggings that are like fake big legs.
Yeah.
And then inside the magazine, he's like wearing more like fake muscle stuff.
And he's promoting Chad Powers. Is that correct?
Is he?
Which I think is like this Hulu thing where he's like playing like a big Southern man. Like I think it's a play on that, I think.
Got it. Because I was reading some of this article and it's all about like how his brand of masculinity fits into Hollywood. And I guess, you know, for a little while in his early days, like there wasn't really a place for Glen in the industry.
And what is
handsome, striking, funny man?
What is Glen's brand of masculinity?
So you know what? He actually cited some good references because he said when he was like starting out, it was very much like the Twilight era. Like people were looking for like Robert Pattinson, like moody,
romantic,
moody, brooding type of male leads. That's not him. He said he felt very encouraged when Chris Pratt has had success in Guardians of the Galaxy because it's like this like macho,
all-American,
macho, funny guy.
Yeah.
And that really is what Glen is. He's a combination of like brawn and chuckle. I didn't realize that like sometimes nobody wants that.
Right.
Sure.
Trends change. No, and like you have to think Gen Z, like what their type is, they like very like skinny, intellectual sort of leads, not like we grew up like big buff all-American men.
They like Timothy Chalamet, Barry Keoghan.
Right. Like kind of like
Rat Boy, they call it.
Yes, and like in another world, like someone could say ugly. I wouldn't, but somebody could.
No, Timothy's not ugly. He's beautiful. I thought you were going to say
beautiful is a good word.
I thought you were going to say girly.
Oh yeah, abyssal feminine, yeah. But just like not how I grew up, like the most conventionally handsome.
Jeremy Allen?
Yeah, like from certain angles, like a little ugly.
Yeah, and or girly.
Yes, they love a girly man, these young gals.
Yeah, so I think for Glen's self, he was like, where do I fit into this equation?
Right.
And then he really, trends changed and he found his niche within Hollywood, which again must have been hard for like an incredibly attractive, tall, funny,
successful,
charming guy. Like it's always
100%.
them that are left behind. So yeah, check it out, GQ.
I will.
Yeah, that's like 2 goofy GQ covers in a row. Because the last one was Travis Kelce.
I was thinking the same thing.
Like, what is this?
It was unique creative direction.
It's giving like, remember Mad?
Of course.
It's giving Mad. Like it's like parody.
Well, I think like GQ is a publication for men. And I think like men these days, like as a gender, like there's no uniformity. Like I don't think they know what's going on with men. So I think this is reflective of that. Do you know what I mean?
I also think, I guess if it's like a magazine like for men, about men, like they don't want to see like sexy men pictures. It's not like also, for women.
Right, but like magazines inherently are girly. Like a magazine for men, like it's just weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, go off, Glen.
Yeah.
Are you ready for our next story?
4? Yeah.
Really nice story, actually, because Scarlett Johansson is casting real Holocaust survivors for her movie, Eleanor the Great. So Scarlett Johansson has made her directorial debut at the TIFF, Toronto International Film Festival. It's called Eleanor the Great, and it is about a Holocaust survivor played by...
Mark Schoenwetter.
Girl, you don't know?
What?
June Squibb.
You're lying. June Squibb is starring in a film.
June Squibb is starring in a film directed by Scarlett Johansson that features Holocaust survivors.
And so June Squibb plays like a survivor?
So yes, she will be playing the titular character of a Holocaust survivor who becomes friendly with a college student. That's the premise of the film. And then other Holocaust survivors were cast to like round out the cast.
That's really sweet.
Really sweet. She talks about how she went about like finding people who might want to participate, like getting in with the community. She said like at the time there was like 250,000 survivors living. Of course, every year it's much less. So we were able to identify that it's a community, and it was really helpful. They also reach out to the Shoah Foundation to find like survivors interested in acting.
Okay, like one thing about Scarlett Johansson, I just fucking love that bitch. Like, she's such a queen.
She's there when it
counts. And
counts.
I trust her. She's there when it counts. Like, she makes, like, there are a lot of Jews in Hollywood, some of them disappointing, some of them great. And, like, Scarlett's just, she's a good one.
She's there when it counts.
And I love her.
She's not, like, always the loudest and, like, every single time. But, like, when it counts, she does the right thing.
And it doesn't hurt that she's, like, so beautiful, you know? Like, that's just a bonus. And so with these Holocaust stories, I find, more and more Hollywood like to be like kind of disappointing in telling the stories of our people. So I actually trust Scarlett. I love that she's in the directorial seat. And I hope the film is an immense success.
Yeah, and June Squibb, your girl.
Well, this just has the toast written all over it.
Yeah, it really does.
You don't know June Squibb?
I didn't. And now I do. And now I'll know her even more.
And do you find that ever since I, like, enlightened you and showed you June Squibb that she just pops up everywhere?
I noticed her more. It's definitely like the June Squibb effect.
It's kind of June's world.
Yeah.
And we're just living in it.
It's true. I want to get to our fifth and final story, and I think you're ready, and I think you're going to be really excited about this news on A Lot of Friends. Like, it's jam-packed.
I don't think I'm ready, though.
No, but I think you're ready.
I think you're just getting excited and you're, like, losing sight of the readiness.
Okay, fine.
Sorry. So this, and by the way, I'm dying to know what the story is. It is brought to you by DraftKings. Whether you're here for the touchdowns, the tailgate, or just good time with friends, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, adds extra excitement to game day. And as the leading sports podcast, we're always here to help you make your game day even better. If you're new to betting, it's super simple and super fun. Just pick a team or your favorite player, or, I like to pick my favorite teams and players based on like their connection to pop culture, right? So loving the Bills recently.
Oh, of course. Well, happy wife, happy life, good on the field.
Correct. And so
and you can bet on that.
Right, things you can bet on, that. And it makes it more fun. It's like an added layer. Same with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Use code TOAST to get started. That's code TOAST for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly with just a $5 bet, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. Fees may apply in Illinois. 21 plus and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer. Today's episode is also brought to you by Booking.com.
Yeah.
From vacation rentals to hotels across the U.S., Booking.com has the ideal stay for anyone, even those who might seem impossible to please. I know a gal who's impossible to please, and I know she likes Booking.com. You are abyssal, like, impossible when it comes to travel. You have, like, a very specific set of requirements.
Yes, I have needs.
She has needs. So whether you're booking for yourself, your partner, your incredibly picky co-host, or sleep light, rise early mom, you can find exactly what you're looking for on Booking.com, Booking.yeah. So these days, vacations look different, right? I need somewhere that's baby friendly. I need somewhere that like I still want to enjoy. Jackie has lots of needs. Like I need to be near a kitchen now for my milk. Like there's just so many things. And it's not as easy. When I was young, I could just, book anything. Now I'm really particular, and I'm still, I'm a high maintenance girl. I like my things nice. So if our family can find their perfect stay on Booking.com, truly anyone can. So find exactly what you're booking for on Booking.com, Booking.yeah. You can book today on the site or in their app. Just go to Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Jax, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you book?
Claudia's house.
Not available on Booking.com. Don't come over.
I live a mountain retreat.
Today's episode is also brought to you by Quince.
Maybe
Fall
a beachside villa
Fall is in full swing and the perfect time to refresh your wardrobe with pieces that feel as good as they look. Luckily, Quince makes it easy to look polished, stay warm, and save big without compromising on quality. So Quince has been kind of like a hallmark brand here. We talk about them all the time because we're all about luxury. Obviously, look at us. We are so stylish, so gorgeous. But, you don't want to shell out the big bucks on every single piece, but you want that quality. And that's where Quince comes in.
We're also big on top quality fabric.
Yes, so is Quince. That's where our brand values align. They have all the elevated essentials for fall, like 100% Mongolian cashmere, starting at $50. They have washable silk tops and skirts, perfectly tailored denim, and it's all at prices that feel too good to be true. And you might be saying, Turdy, well, are they too good to be true? No. Quince partners directly with ethical top-tier factories, and they cut out the middleman. Quince cuts out the middleman to deliver luxury quality pieces and then pass on the savings to you. It's the kind of wardrobe upgrade that feels smart, stylish, and effortless. So whether you're looking for great trousers, cardigans, literally everything I have from Quince, cashmere sweater, Pargelicious, I've had it for years. It wears so well. It's really top quality. So keep it classic and cozy this fall with long-lasting staples from Quince. Go to quince.com/toast for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/toast to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/toast. Today's episode is also brought to you by a new sponsor for the toast, but not new for us. Flav City. So Flav City is on a mission to upgrade your everyday. They make it simple and delicious to swap the not so great ingredients in your daily drink lineup for smarter sips that fuel your best life with real food ingredients. So they're all about real recognizable ingredients that you can trust, nothing hidden or artificial. If it's on Flav City label, you can read it, you can pronounce it, and you can feel good about it. So their all-in-one protein smoothies make it easy to crush your daily protein goals with 25 grams per serving, including 10 grams of collagen plus fruit and functional mushrooms. There's no blender required. Just scoop it, shake it with water, or your choice of milk, and sip. The smoothie is ready in 20 seconds and will help you fuel your whole day. And this fall, they brought back their fan favorite limited edition pumpkin spice latte protein smoothie. Swap the added sugar and spooky ingredients for real benefits while keeping your favorite fall ritual. It's the tastiest way to get 25 grams of protein. Jackie is like kind of the leading spokesperson for Flav City, so I'll toss it to you.
Proudly. Their protein smoothies are so good. The best part is no blender. Like you put it in the cup, 12 ounces of milk of your choice. I personally like skim milk. That's just like my toxic trait.
Skinny.
So skinny. And a scoop of Flav City. They have the best flavors. I love the strawberries and cream because sometimes you want like a strawberry vibe. Sometimes I like a vanilla. I'm just like plain Jane. Chocolate, peanut butter, like we're indulging. And it's the best way, easiest way to get a protein shake that's like not creepy.
Jackie also turned me on to over the summer their electrolytes. They're really pargy. The lemonade. I was shook, honestly, because I'm a doubter.
They're so good. I fill up a big 40-ounce tumbler every day, pour in my electrolytes, like get through it through the day. I can feel the difference on days when I do it and days when I don't. I just feel more alive.
So shop FlavCity.com. Use our code TOAST15 at checkout. You'll get 15% off your first purchase. That's shop FLAVcity.com. Code TOAST15 for 15% off your first order, exclusively for listeners of The Toast. Don't say we never gave you anything.
Pargy ingredients, big flav.
Love that.
Free idea. Our fifth and final story,
I'm so ready.
Which is so layered. So, Desperate Housewives stars Andrea Bowen, who plays Julie Meyer, and her husband, Josh Zuckerman, who is also from Desperate Housewives. Eddie, the serial killer.
The murderer.
Who tried to kill her.
Who tried to kill Lynette. Oh, and her, yeah.
Yeah, he was her stalker. Are expecting their first baby together.
Okay, so I recently, when I did my rewatch, I found out that they were married. They got married very recently. Susan Meyer was in attendance, Terry Hatcher. And now they're expecting a baby. And it's kind of full circle because when he tried to kill Lynette, she was 9 months pregnant. She actually gave birth while being held hostage. This is when the show got like a little nuts. She was actually giving birth in the living room of the abandoned house where he killed his mom. And she went over to check on him, didn't know he was a serial killer. And then he was like, I'm the serial killer. I was going to flee to Florida, but now I have to hold you hostage because you know that I'm the killer. And all the stress put her into early labor. And he ends up delivering the baby before the police arrive.
Life imitates art. When I saw that two Desperate Housewives actors were married, I had to Google him because I didn't recognize him because he looks like very handsome and normal in this picture. And then
he's not a resident of Wisteria Lane. He actually lives a few blocks over in a bad neighborhood. And he's not like a title character.
No.
He's
So
at
then I
first
saw-
a friend of Lynette's kid.
So then I saw like, he's Eddie. I'm like, well, who's Eddie? And then he has different hair. He's so different. He like plays the villain.
He was crazy looking.
He plays a serial killer, and now they are happily married. And more than that, this article includes the fact that she has started a new Desperate Housewives rewatch podcast with Terry Hatcher.
Yeah, so it seems like everybody on the cast fucking hates Terry Hatcher, except for the girl who played her daughter, which is a point in Terry's column.
And I'm sure that like the relationship that Terry had with the other women, competing, and it was very different than the relationship she had with the young actress who played her daughter. They probably had just like a different relationship than you would have with a colleague who you're in competition with.
Although, if I'm Julie Meyer and I'm starting a rewatch podcast, obviously I want to have on as many castmates as I can. I'm not choosing Terry Hatcher as my co. Yeah, Marsha Cross isn't going on. Eva Longoria is not going on. I don't think Felicity Huffman's like doing a lot of podcast interviews since leaving prison, but she's certainly not doing it now that Terry Hatcher's the co-host. So I feel as though the podcast has an expiration date because they're not going to get many people to agree to come on.
No, but then it won't be about co-hosts. Like maybe they're taking a page out of the Toast book. Like you and I, we've got this. Like every
Maybe,
episode
yeah.
will be Harji. We don't need anyone. And they have plenty of episodes of Desperate Housewives to talk about. Plus,
Like I'm telling you, Mark Cherry's not going on.
Maybe Josh made friends on set that he's going to bring in.
Who's Josh?
Zuckerman, her husband, Eddie.
Oh, he's a Jew?
Oh yeah, I guess he's a Jew.
And she's not Bowen, I wouldn't say. But that's cool. It's cool. Interfaith marriage. You love to see it.
The article doesn't include anything about their religions.
Is he wearing a yarmulke?
I don't see wedding photos. I'm just seeing sonogram.
That's really cute.
I would have to. I don't know where the.
It's
wedding
always
photos are.
crazy when people from a TV show, it's more so crazy when they were like romantically linked on the show. Like Emily Van Campen from Revenge. Her and that guy are still married. He's so hot and like 4 feet tall.
It's crazy that like he held her hostage.
He didn't actually. He tried to choke her while she was taking out the trash.
Oh, Julie?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's just.
He held Lynette hostage.
Got it. No, but then gave birth to her daughter.
Lynette.
Not Julie?
No, Julie, you're thinking, Julie and Lynette were both held hostage in the grocery store.
Okay.
Remember when that woman, she holds up the grocery store with a gun because her husband owns a grocery store and she finds out he's having an affair.
Damn.
And you know who gets killed? You guys might not remember. Nora, Tom Scavo's ex-girlfriend who never told Tom that she got pregnant. And so Tom finds out they have this like 8-year-old daughter, Kayla. And she's like this nightmare bitch to Lynette. Kayla Scavo.
Yeah. And remember that TikTok?
And her mom, Nora, like really wants to get back with Tom.
Remember that TikTok?
Of course. I sent it to you, right?
Yeah, of some creator who ran into Tom Scavo.
The actor who plays Tom Scavo, when he just started filming, he was like, you are the worst, like ever. And the actor who plays Tom Scavo, like he kind of knows that, but he obviously feels this like deep connection to Tom. So he's like, oh, come on. No, he's not. And like, he really is. There's so many, I actually cannot go on my Tom Scavo rant.
No, you can't.
Because
let's bring it back to the happy couple.
No, I just want to say, I'm not going to go on my Tom Scavo rant, but like the pizza shop.
The rewatch podcast. I look forward to hearing like Terry's take on it.
I don't.
Like maybe she'll have some tea. Maybe they'll be making headlines.
Felicity Huffman like doesn't do press, so we never hear from her. We hear a lot from Eva Longoria because she's always like promoting something. She's going on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy's always like, "Is it gonna come back?" And I just know, aside from like the Terry Hatcher drama, like they had the best time on that show.
Yeah, it was a moment in time. It was lightning in a bottle.
It was, and Eva Longoria said like literally best job ever.
However, like everything that has like happened since, like they've just ruined.
Of course.
Like Marsha Cross's social media footprint has.
She's
ruined
so
the
crazy. She's so crazy. Like,
the show.
Don't bring it back. Just
appreciate it for what it was at the time that we had it.
It was literally a movie, and I don't mean that like in a movie sense.
I understand.
Okay, are you ready for Dear Toasters? I'm going to start with the one that I teased. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I have to find it.
Okay.
I bolded it. Where did it go? Sometimes when I bold things, I accidentally delete it. Hold on.
Classic. That's okay.
Oh, found it. Okay. All right. Welcome to Dear Toasters, our weekly advice segment. This week, it's going to be bi-weekly. Actually, no, bi-weekly means every other week, but you know what I mean. Twice a week. Bi-weekly should mean twice a week. I just want to say that. Do you agree?
Yep.
And what's the word for bi-weekly?
For twice a week?
Yeah.
Twice a week.
Sucks. It's not a word, it's a phrase. Our weekly advice segment where Jackie and I try to help toasters in need. If you are ever going through something with a friend, a romantic partner, a health issue, we literally, like, there's no quandary we won't take. Email us, deartoasters@gmail.com, or just head over to our website, thetoastpodcast.com. There's a little submission box when you scroll down. It says Dear Toasters. Both of them are totally anonymous. Okay. This one directly involves us. We are the injured party.
Ooh, I'm mad.
Hey, Jackson Turdy, I have kind of a meta issue. A girl I work with at work is constantly telling stories, sharing takes with our coworkers that is just literally verbatim what you say on the podcast. She says it like it's an original thought, though, or a personal experience to her. I've mentioned that I also listened to the toast thinking she would say something like, I heard this on, a Gargi podcast when sharing an anecdote, but no, she just shares stories that you girls tell like it's her own. Do I call her out? People think she's so hilarious and has the best takes, but it's so freaky to me that she acts like these things are coming from her brain. I hope she hears this, dear toasters. Sincerely, a corporate toaster.
Akko taco, but you're saying we're hilarious and have the best takes?
I know. On the one hand, I'm like mad because I want everyone to know, like, no, this was my joke, my story. I took my pants off at physical therapy. But on the other hand, like the fact that we're empowering young women to just like stand out at work.
I don't feel like injured by this. Like I want people to like take something from this show and let it enrich their lives. Mm-hmm. I feel bad for the girl who's like, knows that this girl
she knows too much.
She knows too much, knows that this girl is lying. Like this obviously like a little bit of a fraudster. Cause you could also like say things and there's a way to caveat like, oh, I heard like an interesting story and then say like, I heard on the toast or whatever. And you'll still get the points for having known it. But you are just like being more honest. So I'm just like frustrated for this girl because that must be like really annoying to know that like this girl is getting undue credit. But like you could also do the same thing. She could do the same thing.
She's Lucy Wyman now.
Oh yeah, she's Lucy Wyman now. Or like
you could do the same thing, but like I don't know. Obviously, the girl who's stealing from us like is fucking crazy. So at least you have a leg up on everybody else because everybody's like, oh, Sarah from accounting is so funny and cool, and she's actually a sociopath. So that's cool for you. Just let it go. I think people like really look too much, and this might be a hot take. People like look too much into their work relationships. Like even like the best girl from work, like she's still your coworker. Like, so just like leave this at the office, go home and talk to your real friends about it.
Yeah. Or you could like call her out and be like, oh, that's like, that happened to Claudia.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Like, but you also might wind up like looking like small and like everyone was enjoying the moment and you just ruined it.
So I see this happen, like not to make everything about myself, but what, he farted?
He's like convulsing.
Is he okay? Oh my God, is he okay?
I think he's okay. He's just
wake him up. Wake him up.
He's an active sleeper.
Jackie, his eyes are like rolling behind his head. Wake him up.
Bruto?
I swear.
Bruto? How does he look?
He's fine. He's
Handsome.
fine. Okay.
Oh my God.
But Jackie, he was like this.
He's an active sleeper.
That was really funny.
That was a lot. And I feel like if I didn't address it, people would be like, what?
Is Bruno alive?
He was having a bad dream, my baby.
Maybe he was dreaming of being pulled away from his auntie.
It's true.
Now, not to make this Dear Toasters about myself, but I do see this happen a lot on TikTok when like there's a big social, like a pop culture thing and somebody will make like a TikTok. It's like a take and it's like literally exactly what we said on the toast. And then I go and like I see that they follow us in the toast. And so on the one hand, I'm like grateful for the support, but on the other, it's like you just stole my joke or my take.
Because they're like stealing our share of voice, which is the internet.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, right.
You want to steal the water cooler, you could have it.
Fine by me.
And like
yeah,
we're here to serve. Like I want to like bring value to your life. And we do say like we do this show so you can have like interesting takes if you want to take them to the cocktail party.
Yeah, we kind of told the girl to do this. Now, saying like a story that happened to me, that happened to you, like that's like another level of like crazy. But you know what? Like, I don't give a fuck as long as you're subscribing. Like,
totally.
That's all I care about.
And like, if you're maybe using all of them, just like also be a Patreon.
Yeah, you do have to pay to steal. Stop the steal, by the way. You do have to pay. Honestly, if this girl's not a Patreon member, then I have an issue.
Let us know if she's a Patreon member. She probably is to get more stories because that's also where we share like
and you
the
know
personal
what?
stories.
You are paying for that privilege.
Yeah, I agree.
What you're not going to find me doing is caring. Okay. Hi, Swirlies. Love you, gals. Let's get to it. My boyfriend and I are both 23. We've been together for over a year. I recently got dinner with some friends, and they're in relationships too, and they talked about how they often send nudes to their partners to spice up their love lives. I've never sent one to my boyfriend because we see each other like 2 to 3 times a week and call me crazy, but I feel like he sees it in person enough. And I don't really need a digital footprint like that. But am I a prude? What's your opinion on nudes? Is it more common for people to send them than I think? This also got me thinking, do you think guys ever delete the nudes that they've received in the past? Do they all just have nudes like a Hall of Fame? Would love to hear your take on this.
I guess we've never like shared our stance on nudes.
Well, I think in order to have a stance, you have to have sent them, and I haven't.
Well, that would be your stance, that you've never sent a nude, which I wonder like what percentage of people nowadays, of young people, have never
Well,
sent
to answer your
a nude.
question, she said, is it more common than I think? I think pretty much everyone does.
Send nudes.
Yeah. And my take on it is that like I can see a world in which you regret sending a nude, but I don't see a world in which you regret not sending one. And for me, that's how I've made the decision to not do it.
Yeah, it's not something that I've ever like strongly considered or felt compelled to do. I don't want to like break the internet when I share this, but I've never sent a nude, which is probably really shocking. But like I understand like people who do. I don't think men delete them. Why would they? Like literally,
They don't.
Why would they delete them?
And it's just unfair because like, yeah, men and women both send it, but like mostly guys just like send it of their penis and like it's not attached to you, right? But girls, you know, we're artists. We're proud of our bodies, especially boobs, like they're close to your face. So it's like usually a recognizable photo, which makes it, you know, linked to you forever. And so I think it's a bigger deal. So if you're on the fence about it, I say no.
If you're on the fence about it, I say no as well. Like if something is holding you back from doing it, like just listen to your gut. But if you're doing it, like great, everybody does it, and that's how young people communicate nowadays. And yeah, men say them, but like
I'm gonna go further, and maybe it's just because like I'm a mom, but I'm gonna say something, and I don't judge anybody who sends nudes, but like a guy who's asking you for a nude, like he doesn't love you.
Yeah.
That might be like one of my hotter takes.
What if it's like your husband? Maybe he's off.
Well, you could tell your husband to fuck all the way off. No, like that's the good thing about being married.
Maybe you have love and you have trust, and he's off like working on an oil rig, and he needs a little something from his lady love.
Even with somebody who's totally trustworthy and totally safe, like phones are not, right? Like people get hacked all the time. Like on a small scale, like it's about the trust of the person, but it's also the trust of the technology, which I don't have a lot in. Yeah, I don't really ever see a good reason. I'm sorry, I don't, and I don't think that we should be sending them.
I am in agreement. That's how I live my life. And yeah, I think what if he's in the military?
Well, thank you for your service, and we can have sex when you get home. Like,
but it's like months at a time, and he's missing his darling.
Okay, well, you know, they didn't have cell phones in Vietnam, and those men.
Mail. Who knows what was in there?
Yeah, like a little sexy Polaroid.
But it was definitely like a cute picture of your face. Like everyone would have a picture of like their sweetheart, you know?
Yeah, and like they weren't nudes, but they would like send a picture like of the little cleavage, and it would be like crazy. They would hide it in their bunker.
Yeah, like we need to turn back the clock on that. We've gotten
1000%.
too far.
No, like our holes are all over the internet now. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, and I do think like men keep them because seriously, like why would they delete them? Like they have like free.
By the way, here's a good example. Like this is such a random example, but like Raquel, Tom, and Ariana, right? Raquel and Tom were exchanging
nudes,
photos.
Yeah.
And they trusted one another. And Tom, those photos got leaked. She ended up like suing Ariana, and it wasn't because of Tom.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, she was having a relationship with a man in a relationship, so that's. But even in a situation where, like, the photos get out, not through the fault of the person you sent them to.
Yeah. Plus, not to mention like hacking, not phone transfers.
Yep.
Sharing a cloud with your family. It's just a nightmare.
So the fact that this girl is on the fence about it, I say absolutely not. But to the girls listening who maybe do send it, I would recommend actually not. Honestly,
wow.
Sorry, like not to be a grandma over here. Yeah, I do. I don't really see the purpose in it. Mm-hmm. And most of the time, it's like not with the great love of your life. It's with a guy who like you like, and he just like wants to see your boobs.
Yeah, and I would hope with the great love of your life, like barring the oil rig or the military, like you guys are together all the time, and here you go.
Right, and it's nice. Like maybe he's on a work trip. Okay, so a little tension never hurt no one. You know, a little anticipation. All right, our third and final is hilarious. Hello, swirlies. I'm thinking about buying a Cameo to tell my close friends and family members that I'm getting a divorce.
Oh.
We're not parting on bad terms or anything. It just needs to happen. And I want to bring some light to the situation. So who should I use to tell my parents that I'm getting divorced? Now, there's so many great people on Cameo, and I do think a Real Housewife delivers all types of news in a part-delicious way. But might I suggest the great Nikki Blonsky?
Ooh, that is good. I also think, I don't know what your goals are in life, but like you have an opportunity, not that this would catapult you into anything like long lasting, but like I could see this going viral. So who do you want to take viral with you? Obviously, like
who do you want to bring up?
Countess Luann comes to mind.
Right, Smokey Robinson, Chinooka.
Happy Chinooka.
But Nikki Blonsky is the face of Cameo, and I feel like she needs this. Although I don't know if your parents would know who she is. I feel like parents do keep up a little bit with some of the Real Housewives.
Brandy Glanville.
Yeah, hers are a little all over the place. You also want somebody direct
to get the message across,
because you don't want them to be confused. And sometimes people wax on these cameos for minutes, and you have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Teresa does a good one. She reads exactly what you ask her to.
Yeah,
lots of good options.
Yeah,
maybe it's the time of year where we go check who's on Cameo.
Who are the number ones right now? Or you should do who was just on Cameo that we wanted to support? Maybe you could do Jalen from Love Island.
I don't think that they would know. And by the way, call me old. I don't know any of the people who are in the top 10 on Cameo.
Hold on. I'm on my way.
The Naked Cowboy you can book.
That's not my vibe. Cameo.
I don't know these people.
Lisa Rinna. Kevin
O'Leary. You mean Kendra? What was her name? LaCarin.
Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah, and he would give some great advice on the business of divorce.
Yeah, he would. I feel like you might not like what he has to say.
Which is what?
I don't know. I feel like he might make you second guess your choice. Jax Taylor.
I put him in the bucket of one of the people who was rambling on, and he won't ever get to the point.
Yeah.
I love this for you though. I'm sorry you're getting divorced, but I think you have a great approach to it. I've always said that if you're divorcing without kids, because that's sad obviously, but if you're just you made a mistake and you're divorcing and you have an ex-husband and people are really deeply ashamed of that, we need to totally get rid of the stigma on having an ex-husband. I think it's incredibly chic, especially if it's a situation without kids, because obviously that's a family being torn apart.
It's really no big deal.
But sometimes people, you realize you married the wrong person and it just happens and it's fine. But then you have this chip on your shoulder that you have an ex-husband at 27. It's really not a big deal.
I think you should have Manti Te'o do it.
That's obviously you're getting a great product, but you're also sending the money to a great place.
A great cause.
Well, yeah, he's a person, not a charity, but
no,
yeah.
The cause of uplifting Manti Te'o after what the world did to him. Yeah.
Correct.
Of raising his star.
Thank you to everybody who wrote into Dear Toasters. And the amazing news is you can tune back in tomorrow for another dose of Dear Toasters. And this one's going to be all about toxic mother-in-laws. So that's the tease. And we'll see you then. Thank you so much for listening to the Toast on Monday Morning Show, where we deliver the fast 5 stories you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as podcasts and our podcast can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iRadio, Castbox, all the places we have the podcast. That's so fast, beautiful, and wickedly talented we are.
Love ya. Bye. Leave a message. Leave a comment.
Leave a fucking comment, okay?
Right? Do it. As long as it's nice.
Oh, sorry.
Leave
a nice comment.
Not about my toes or whatever.
Or my weight.
You saw them talking about my toes?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. My toes. And cut.